Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Today we're getting down home resourceful. You know, Chip and I were all about making the old new again, finding potential where others don't. And lately, with these empty store shelves and sky-high prices, well, it got us thinking. What if I told you you could make some of these shortage-prone items at home, cheaply and easily? No fancy equipment, no big investments, just good old-fashioned know-how and a little elbow grease. So, if you're tired of feeling helpless at the grocery store, stick around. Let's dive into 10 items you can stop buying and start making. Let's be honest, y'all, egg prices are enough to make a mama cluck. But what if I told you there's a solution right in your own backyard? Backyard chickens, even just a few hens, can provide fresh eggs daily, and it's not as complicated as you might think. Forget the image of a sprawling farm. You can raise a few happy hens in a small coop even in the suburbs. Many cities allow 3 to 4 chickens, so check your local ordinances. Trust me, the joy of collecting those warm, freshly laid eggs makes it all worthwhile. And the savings? Well, feeding a few hens costs less than $5 a month, and they can lay over 200 eggs a year. That's like having your own little egg factory right outside your door. Plus, there's nothing quite like the taste of a fresh, homegrown egg. Imagine fluffy pancakes on a Saturday morning knowing those eggs came from hens you raised with care. It's a connection to your food that's priceless, and it all starts with a little coop and a few feathered friends. Now I know what you're thinking, chickens in my backyard? But don't worry, it's easier than you think. There are tons of resources available online and at your local feed store to help you get started. So ditch those overpriced grocery store eggs and embrace the joy of raising your own chickens. It's a rewarding experience for the whole family, and your taste buds and your wallet will thank you for it. Y'all, remember when a loaf of bread was a simple pleasure, not a budget buster? Well, with wheat shortages driving up prices, it's time to take matters into our own hands. And the best part, making your own bread is easier than you think. Forget those expensive bakery loaves, we're talking homemade goodness that'll make your kitchen smell heavenly. A 5-pound bag of flour costs around $3 and can make 4 or more loaves. That's less than $1 a loaf. And the ingredients? Simple pantry staples, flour, water, yeast, and a pinch of salt. That's it. No fancy equipment needed, just a little love and patience. Don't have time for kneading? No problem. There are tons of no-knead bread recipes out there that are just as delicious. Imagine warm, crusty bread straight from your oven, slathered with butter or homemade jam. It's a taste of satisfaction you just can't buy, and the best part? You control the ingredients, so you know exactly what's going into your family's bread. Baking bread is more than just a recipe, it's a tradition, a way to connect with generations past, who relied on their own 2 hands to put food on the table. It's a skill worth learning, and the rewards are both delicious and budget-friendly. So ditch the overpriced store-bought loaves and rediscover the joy of baking bread from scratch. Your taste buds and your wallet will thank you. Dairy farms struggling got you down? Don't worry, y'all, because nut milks are here to save the day. And the best part? They're so easy to make at home you'll wonder why you ever bought them pre-made. Let's start with almond milk, a delicious and versatile alternative to cow's milk. Simply soak almonds overnight, blend them with water and strain through a cheesecloth. That's it. You've got creamy, delicious almond milk for a fraction of the price, with no preservatives or additives. And the best part? This magic works with other nuts too. Try making cashew milk for a richer, creamier option, or go for hazelnut milk for a touch of natural sweetness. Oat milk is another fantastic option that's incredibly simple to make. Just blend rolled oats with water, strain, and voila! You've got creamy, dreamy oat milk that's perfect for coffee, smoothies, or just enjoying on its own. Making your own plant-based milk is not only budget-friendly but also gives you control over the ingredients. No more added sugars, gums, or preservatives. Just pure, natural goodness. So ditch those expensive cartons of store-bought milk and embrace the world of homemade nut milks. It's a simple swap that's kind to your wallet, your health, and the planet. Who says you need a sprawling backyard to enjoy the fruits and veggies of your labor? With a little ingenuity, you can create your own indoor garden paradise, no matter how small your space. Let's face it, grocery store produce can be pricey, and often lacks that just-picked flavor. But with indoor gardening, you can enjoy fresh, flavorful greens, herbs, and even tomatoes year-round. And the best part? It's easier than you think. For under $20, you can get started with some basic LED grow lights, perfect for supplementing those shorter winter days. Get creative with your containers. Repurpose old crates, mason jars, or even that vintage enamelware you've got tucked away. A little bit of paint and some drainage holes and you've got yourself a charming and functional indoor garden. A single packet of seeds can yield months of fresh salad greens, and herbs like basil, thyme, and oregano thrive indoors, adding flavor to your dishes year-round. Imagine snipping fresh basil for your pasta sauce or adding homegrown cherry tomatoes to your salad. It's a taste of satisfaction you just can't buy. So, ditch the grocery store produce aisle and create your own indoor oasis. It's a rewarding and budget-friendly way to enjoy fresh, flavorful food all year long. Y'all, have you seen the price of soap lately? It's enough to make you want to wash your hands of the whole situation. But don't fret, because making your own soap and shampoo is not only surprisingly easy, but also incredibly budget-friendly. Forget those expensive, chemical-laden bottles at the store. We're talking about creating your own luxurious lather right in your own kitchen. A simple glycerin soap base readily available online or at craft stores is your blank canvas. Melt it down, add your favorite essential oils for a personalized scent, and pour it into molds. You can get creative with silicone molds, repurpose old muffin tins, or even use cookie cutters for fun shapes. And for a fraction of the cost of store-bought shampoo, whip up a batch of this simple yet effective recipe: 1 cup of liquid Castile soap, a natural and gentle cleanser, blended with 1 tablespoon of nourishing coconut oil. Bottle it up in a pretty glass dispenser and you've got yourself a luxurious and budget-friendly shampoo that rivals anything you'll find on the shelves. Making your own soap and shampoo is a great way to reduce waste, avoid harsh chemicals, and save a bundle. It's also a fun and creative project for the whole family. Experiment with different essential oils, add natural colorants like clays and herbs, and let your imagination run wild. So ditch those overpriced bottles and embrace the joy of making your own luxurious and budget-friendly soap and shampoo. Your skin, your wallet, and the planet will thank you. Y'all, remember when our grandparents used to put up food for the winter? Well, canning is making a comeback, and for good reason. With store-bought canned goods getting pricier and sometimes scarce, it's time to rediscover this lost art of food preservation. Now, before you picture grandma's basement filled with jars, let's be clear. Canning doesn't have to be intimidating. A pressure canner, while an investment at around $30, is your ticket to preserving seasonal abundance and saving money in the long run. Imagine transforming your summer garden bounty into jars of glistening jams, savory sauces, and hearty soups that'll last for months, even years. Canning allows you to buy in bulk when prices are low and preserve those flavors at their peak. Think juicy peaches transformed into golden jars of sunshine, or plump tomatoes simmered down into rich, flavorful sauces. You can even can meats and broths, ensuring a well-stocked pantry no matter what life throws your way. Canning is like bottling up a little piece of summer to enjoy all year round. It's a skill that connects us to previous generations, a way to savor the flavors of the season and stretch our budgets further. So, dust off those mason jars, y'all, and rediscover the magic of home canning. It's a rewarding and empowering way to take control of your food supply and enjoy delicious, homemade goodness all year long. Chapter 7: Spices and Seasonings. Flavor without the fancy price tag. Y'all, have you noticed how expensive spices have gotten? It's enough to make you want to cry over your chili. But fear not, because growing your own herbs and spices is not only incredibly rewarding but also a budget-savvy way to add flavor to your dishes. Forget those tiny overpriced jars at the store. Growing your own herbs is as simple as providing them with a sunny spot on your windowsill or in a small outdoor garden. Basil, thyme, oregano. These culinary staples thrive with minimal care and reward you with fresh, vibrant flavors. Once harvested, dry your herbs in a dehydrator or even just spread out on a baking sheet in a low oven. Store them in airtight containers, and you've got a pantry full of flavor that cost you pennies on the dollar. For those who love a little heat, growing your own peppers is a game changer. From mild jalapenos to fiery habaneros, there's a pepper out there for every palate. Dry them out, grind them up, and voila! Homemade chili powder that'll blow store-bought out of the water. Even if you don't have a green thumb, you can still save on spices by buying whole spices in bulk and grinding them yourself. A simple coffee grinder works wonders and ensures you're getting the freshest, most flavorful spices possible. So, ditch those expensive spice jars and embrace the world of DIY flavor. Your taste buds and your wallet will thank you. Chapter 8. Cleaning Supplies. Simple ingredients, sparkling results. Y'all, are you tired of spending a small fortune on cleaning supplies? Those brightly colored bottles with their long lists of unpronounceable ingredients can be overwhelming and expensive. But what if I told you that some of the most effective cleaners are hiding in plain sight, right in your pantry? Forget the fancy marketing and hefty price tags. We're going back to basics with simple, effective ingredients that'll leave your home sparkling clean without breaking the bank. First up, the dynamic duo white vinegar and baking soda. These pantry staples are cleaning powerhouses, tackling everything from greasy stovetops to grimy grout. Mix equal parts vinegar and baking soda for a fizzing, grime-fighting paste, or use diluted vinegar as an all-purpose cleaner for countertops, floors, and even windows. And for laundry detergent that's tough on dirt but gentle on your wallet, try this simple recipe. Grate 1 bar of Fell's Naphtha soap, a laundry staple known for its stain-fighting power, and combine it with 1 cup of washing soda and 1 cup of borax. This one batch will last you months and costs a fraction of the price of store-bought detergent. Plus, you can feel good knowing you're using natural ingredients that are safe for your family and the environment. So, ditch the expensive, chemical-laden cleaners and embrace the power of simple ingredients. Your home will be cleaner, greener, and your wallet will be happier. Chapter 9. Pet food, homemade goodness for your furry friends. Y'all, we love our furry friends like family, but have you seen the price of pet food lately? It's enough to make you bark mad. But don't worry, because whipping up healthy and delicious meals for your pets at home is not only budget-friendly, but also a great way to know exactly what's going into their bowls. Now, before we get started, it's always best to consult with your veterinarian, especially if your pet has any specific dietary needs or allergies. But for many dogs and cats, a simple and nutritious homemade diet can be a game-changer. For our canine companions, think cooked rice as a base, mixed with lean ground meat like chicken, turkey, or beef. Add in some cooked veggies like carrots, green beans, or sweet potatoes for added fiber and nutrients. Avoid onions and grapes as these can be toxic to dogs. Cats, on the other hand, are obligate carnivores, meaning they need meat in their diet. Cooked fish, chicken, or turkey are all good options, and you can supplement with taurine, an essential amino acid for cats that's often added to commercial pet foods. Making your own pet food allows you to control the quality of ingredients and avoid fillers, artificial flavors, and preservatives that are often found in commercial pet foods. Plus, many pets prefer the taste of homemade food, and you'll have the satisfaction of knowing you're providing your furry friends with the best possible nutrition. So, ditch the expensive bags of kibble and embrace the world of DIY pet food. Your furry friends will thank you for it. Chapter 10. Batteries, rechargeable power, reusable savings. Alright y'all, we've talked a lot about making things from scratch, but let's face it, you can't exactly whip up a lithium battery in your kitchen. But that doesn't mean you can't outsmart those rising battery costs. Instead of constantly buying disposable batteries, invest in a set of rechargeable AAs and a good quality charger. They might cost a bit more up front, but the long-term savings are significant, especially if you rely on batteries for frequently used devices like remotes, toys, or flashlights. And speaking of power, consider investing in a portable solar charger. These handy gadgets harness the power of the sun to keep your devices juiced up, even during power outages. It's a smart and sustainable way to stay connected, no matter what life throws your way. Another pro tip? Learn to repair those frayed cords and broken chargers. Instead of tossing them out and buying new ones, a little DIY spirit and some basic electrical tape can often give them a second life. It's amazing how much we can save and how much waste we can reduce by simply repairing what we already have. So, while we might not be able to make batteries from scratch, we can certainly be smarter about how we use and reuse them. It's all about finding creative solutions and embracing a little DIY spirit to outsmart those rising costs. Outrow Take Back Control, one DIY project at a time. Y'all, it feels like the world wants us to believe we can't do anything for ourselves. But out here on the farm, we know that's just not true. With a little DIY hustle, you can take back control of your life, your budget, and your peace of mind. Start small. Maybe this week it's baking a loaf of bread, mixing up some homemade laundry detergent, or even planting a few herb seeds on your windowsill. Each small step adds up to big savings and a whole lot of satisfaction. Hit that subscribe button for more crisis-proof tips and tricks, and let me know in the comments. What's the first thing you'll make at home? Remember, y'all, we're in this together.